Latest from Danielle featuring Century with Worth All the Hurt. This is the Urban Suite KSWAM 90.1 FM D Major, Cheryl Meadow.
Yeah, yeah.
And joining us for our first open mic session this evening, author, poet, and as I stated, friend of the Urban Suite, this is Fernando Rover. How are you this evening?
Good, good. How are you doing? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here, man. Full disclosure, I will let you know, Fernando and I are familiar with each other. We have worked together with each other through AmeriCorps Public Allies,
Yep.
working with local community organizations, nonprofits in the San Antonio area. So, very familiar with this dude. Great guy, y'all. I'm telling you. Okay, so give us a little background. Originally here from San Antonio.
Sure am. Born and raised in San Antonio, from the north side, and enjoyed. It's interesting, when a lot of my writing kind of is inspired a lot by the city, and a lot of times people don't really give it the proper credit it deserves, and so I think as a writer, I try to do that to give it some justice.
Speaking of, like we discussed earlier, a lot of people find their interest in art that sparks their interest, sports. What is it about writing that sparked your interest?
It's a good question. Good question. I think it's the liberation feeling of it, honestly, like the freeing of it. The fact that I can say whatever I want and kind of create this world out of whatever I want it to be, and it just be there. There's no one to tell me how to do it or what to say or how to say it. I can do it myself, and I enjoy that. I enjoy the freedom of it. I enjoy the searching of it. I enjoy looking for this hidden truth, or sometimes looking for what I've kind of been shied away from. So I think it's a combination of liberation, but also exploration.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Certain aspects of learning about the city, your own reflective aspects of your life, kind of goes in your writing as well.
Absolutely. I'm a very quiet person. I like to listen. I'm very quiet. I'm very observative, and so I'll be, listening to, someone talk these two individuals just talking, and I'll just an idea will come from that. You know what I mean? Or I'll be at the library, or I'll be walking down the street, and I'll see something, and then it'll just inspire a thought or idea, and then in turn that'll become a poem or a thought that'll then give birth to a poem, if you will.
Yeah. Currently writing for the San Antonio Observer, doing a great job.
Thank you. I'm glad you and several others are reading, because I think, like I said, I do it to liberate, but also I do it to, explore these sort of hidden truths that I've been, that you don't necessarily see, you don't really see a lot of the stories that I write, in more mainstream, like the Express News or the Review Report. Not saying that they don't do very good work; they do fantastic work. But I think the Observer, the fact that it's for the East Side, created by for the East Side by the East Side, I think it's important that we profile stories within our own backyard that otherwise won't be profiled anywhere else.
In doing research for the various articles that you write for the Observer, has there been anything that's been kind of surprising to you, or something that you really didn't know about, and sparked wow, I need to put this on paper?
Yeah, absolutely. Just the neighborhood. It's the neighborhoods itself on the East Side. I've only been around 25 years. I've only been around since '94. So a lot of stuff that was happening around that time, even before that time, was of course before my time. So, but in the last 25 years, you've seen a huge change in the East Side. You've seen just not just metaphorical change, but literally physical change. Buildings have gone away, neighborhoods have gone away, people have moved away, people have been pushed away, pushed out. I mean, it's just one of those things where, it's something that I think a lot of people don't want to talk about, but it's part of our culture, it's part of our story, it's part of our history, and it's something that will inform where we go eventually, not just as one section of the city, but the city as a whole.
Yeah.
So definitely a lot of stories surprised me. The fact that, I think what really surprises me the most is the fact that I'm not the only one that has never heard nor seen the stories that I write anywhere else.
Wow.
It was interesting. One in particular story I wrote about how we don't necessarily have a lot of the San Antonio Black history. You don't find a lot in textbooks. Like, I didn't learn about Ella Austin or Robert Dawson until I was like 22, like 20, like literally 3 years ago.
Wow.
And I'm from here, mind you. So I'm like, what's up with that? So literally, that article was just me asking, and a lot of my articles are just me asking questions out loud. You know what I mean? It's not so much me trying to prove a point or trying to push any agenda. It's literally me just thinking out loud and talking out loud, and then using the audience as a way to come to a conclusion or even bring an issue to the table, and then they decide kind of where they want to go.
Yeah, it's like you're bringing the audience with you on your journey of discovering parts of the city that you or even them don't know much about.
Right.
Very powerful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very, very necessary as well.
Absolutely.
Man. So we're going to get into some music right now, but when we come back, we're going to speak more about the poetry book that you just recently released. Hopefully doing very well, and talk about some of the events you have coming up as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go ahead and get into the latest from Little Brother from their fantastic album, May the Lord Watch. This is Right on Time. Keep it locked. This is the Urban Sweet KSWAM 90.1 FM.